So getting a new website up and running is exciting until you realize it's basically invisible on Google, and that's where SEO comes in. But once you dive into things like keywords, audits, and backlinks, it can start to feel like a full-time job. And that's why I started looking for tools that could actually guide the process and help me take real steps forward. And pretty quickly, two names kept popping up. Moz and Semrush both are built to make SEO more manageable, but they take pretty different approaches. So in this video, I'll share what it's like using both, from getting started to what kind of value you're actually getting for the price, and which one made the biggest difference for me, so you can figure out which one fits the way that you work. So we're going to start off with Moz. Getting set up was pretty quick. I was inside the dashboard and up and running in about a minute, and they give you a 7-day free trial, which makes it very easy to see if it's actually helpful before you commit to anything. Now, once I was in the dashboard, it did feel really straightforward. Things like site audits, keyword research, and rank tracking were right there in front of me. No digging around through menus or trying to guess where things are. And if you've ever opened a tool and immediately felt overwhelmed, that's where Moz stands out. It just feels very simple to use. And I also tested out their MozBar Chrome extension, which is kind of a lightweight way to check on SEO stats as you browse. So I'd click around to different sites, and right away I could see useful info like domain authority and link data without needing to run a full report. But what I appreciated most was how easy it was to actually make sense of everything. I could log in, run a quick site audit, look at some keywords, and immediately understand what I was looking at. So if SEO isn't your full-time job and you just want something that's easy to work with, Moz definitely makes that part of the process a whole lot smoother. Now on the other side, Semrush, signing up was just as quick, but the moment I got into the dashboard, it felt like I had opened up the cockpit of a digital marketing jet. It's not limited to SEO. There are tools for everything from running ad campaigns to tracking social media and planning content. So it's definitely built for more than just search rankings. And that kind of all-in-one setup is great if you need it. So I ran a site audit and was impressed by how much it picked up. Things like crawl errors, backlink quality, even content gaps. When stacked up against your competitors, it digs really deep. And for anyone juggling multiple projects or managing a team, having all of that data in one place is a huge advantage. But the trade-off is that it's not the most beginner-friendly tool. There's a lot of terminology, and some of the reports took time to unpack. It's not difficult to use, but it's clearly designed with experienced users and professionals in mind. So if you're after a platform that can do it all and you're ready to spend a bit of time learning how to use it, Semrush has a lot to offer. But if your main goal is just to clean up your site and improve your rankings without sorting through piles of data, it might be more than you really need. Now, when it comes to pricing, the difference between these two becomes a lot more noticeable. So Moz starts at about $50 a month for the basic plan, or $40 if you pay for the year up front. Their standard plan bumps that up to $100 a month, or $80 with annual billing. And that already includes everything most people will actually use, like keyword research, site audits, backlink analysis, and rank tracking. There's no sneaky upsells or surprise add-ons. So for solo users or small teams, it does feel like a solid, straightforward value. Semrush, on the other hand, kicks things off at about $120 a month for their pro plan, and that's just for one user. And if you do need to add teammates, it's another $45 per person. And if you are eyeing their more advanced plans like Guru or Business, you're easily looking at over $400 a month. Now, in fairness, they do offer a much wider range of features beyond SEO, so the higher price isn't out of nowhere. But if your main goal is boosting your search visibility and you're trying to keep cost in check, Moz is definitely the more budget-friendly option. And if you do want to give Moz or Semrush a try, then you can check out the affiliate links in the description below. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and we might earn a small commission, which helps out the channel. And sometimes we do have special deals that you're not going to find if you went directly through their website. Now, to see how these tools actually perform, I decided to run both of them on a local cafe's website. They weren't getting much traffic, so it was a great test to see what kind of improvements each platform could help uncover. So starting with Moz, I ran a quick audit and instantly got a list of issues. Things like broken links, missing meta descriptions, and some images that were slowing down the site. And what stood out was how easy it was to understand. Even without a technical background, the suggestions just made sense, and I was able to start making fixes that same day. Semrush picked up those same issues, but it didn't stop there. It dug even deeper, highlighting crawl errors, backlink gaps, and even competitive content suggestions. It was a lot of helpful info, but also a lot more to sift through. And for a smaller site like this, I had to spend time narrowing everything down to just see what was actionable. So While both tools delivered real insights, Moz made it simpler to figure out and what mattered and actually take action. And a couple of weeks later, the cafe started seeing more local traffic, which, let's be honest, is exactly the kind of result most people are hoping for. So after spending a little time with both, the real difference came down to how each one felt to use on a regular basis. Now, with Moz, it was easy to stay on track. The layout was clean, everything I needed was right there, and I never felt like I had to dig around just to find a clear answer. It made SEO feel like something that I could actually keep up with without needing to block off an entire afternoon. Semrush had a very different feel. It's designed as a full-on marketing suite, and it does deliver, but every time I opened it, I knew I was in for a longer session. It's not a tool you just dip into, it's one that you have to dive into. So really, it just comes down to how much time and energy you want to give to SEO. Moz keeps things simple and actionable. Semrush gives you the whole toolbox, but it does ask a bit more from you in return. At the end of the day, I kept coming back to Moz. It was the one that I could open up, run a quick check, and walk away with clear, doable steps right then and there. And the pricing made sense. I never felt like I was paying for more than I actually needed. And that's not to downplay Semrush. It's a powerful platform, and if you're handling multiple clients or running full-scale campaigns across different channels, well, it's built for that. But for me, and probably for most people, just looking to improve their site's visibility, Moz struck the right balance, gave me the data that I was looking for without all of the extra layers to sort through. That wraps up today's video. I hope you found this helpful, and if you did, then please like and subscribe to see more just like this. And as I mentioned earlier, check the links below for the best deals available right now. Also, if you are interested in working with us or sponsoring a future video, just reach out using the email in the description below. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Finally, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.